Hey there, welcome back to No Pants Profits. My name's Richard, still sitting here with no pants, and hopefully, finally, given Tesla's stock movement today, making some profits, and hopefully this doesn't come back and bite me. It is December 29th, 2022, the second to last trading day of the year, and I want to talk about the latest sweater investment. This happened a few days ago, I missed it, I opened up the sweater app, I was like, hey, what's going on today? And I actually found Go, Car Subscription 2.0. So we'll jump over. This is the sweater application. We're going to dig in. Let me open back sweater. You can see this is where I am with sweater so far, $23,713 at sweater. But the last one we talked about was Lazaro Medical, which you haven't checked out, definitely check that out. But let's go ahead and let's look at Go. What is Go? Let's look what they say Go is, and then we're going to go dig Go. We're going to compare it and stuff like that because they make it really easy with something's in my area to compare it. Go is a tech-enabled car subscription company offering the cheapest, fastest alternative to car ownership. It is a lease. That's really what this is. It's a car lease. Volvo had something very similar. Let me see if I can find it. Volvo rental program. They really kind of revolutionized this space. It was called, that's what it's called. It's called Care by Volvo. Something Volvo launched quite a few number of years ago. Something I actually had looked into potentially doing. It was called Care by Volvo. It was one price. It included insurance. It included maintenance. It included all these things. You can see it's kind of not as popular anymore, but this was the pioneer in this space, was actually Volvo, a traditional car company. Who would have thunk it? But what we're talking about today is we're talking about Go, which is a tech-enabled car subscription company offering the fastest, cheapest, and easiest alternative to car ownership. They're operating in 8 cities, and very fortunately, this city I'm in right now is one of those 8 cities, so we can look at what's actually going on. 20 to 30% cheaper monthly payments. They're operating in Atlanta, Charlotte, Dallas, Fort Worth, Houston, Miami, Fort Lauderdale, which I'm right in between Miami and Fort Lauderdale, Northern New Jersey, Orlando, Philadelphia, and more markets launching soon. They are a tech-enabled car subscription company offering the cheapest, fastest, and easiest alternative to car ownership. We'll see that. Go vehicles cost 20 to 30% less per month compared to traditional leasing or a car loan. We're going to look at both of those options because they have a car we can do that really easy with. All without the down payment. Go customers can get approved and order a new car in less than 5 minutes. It's all about reducing friction. I will tell you, I have a car that you're going to see a video on. It's a truck. You can see a video on it in a few weeks. It's getting some work on it right now. Good work, not like brake work, but like actual making it better. Consumers are tired of the pain of purchasing and owning a car, haggling with dealers in person, lingering questions. If you got a good deal, unexpected costs of maintenance and repairs. It has every part of it. Again, this is like a privatized version of Care by Volvo, which definitely you want to look that up. You want to look at the history of Care by Volvo. It was very successful for Volvo, but now it's hard for Volvo to make those cars now. Go's value is obvious. Go, they see a large number of customers saying buying or leasing a car has always sucked. Their solution is amazing. Go vehicles cost 20 to 30% less than a month that you can get elsewhere with none of the headaches of working with a dealer. Go advantage over traditional dealers comes from lower overhead, no commissions, sourcing vehicles directly from the companies, so directly not from the dealers, but from, we're going to see Tesla. Hopefully the Tesla hasn't sold yet. Cars are the second largest consumer spending behind homes, which is true. And the founder's previous experience building on an advertising agency exposure has allowed Go to effectively compete with traditional dealerships on customer acquisition costs and get new drivers finding new vehicles come online. And you'll see there's a lot of people that invested along with Sweater. And in order to use Go, you do need a minimum credit score of 640, which is actually not that high. But let's go ahead. Let's look at why Sweater invested in Go. Then we're going to look at Go. We're going to compare it to some other things. But this is on Sweater's website under their portfolio section, sweaterventures.com/portco/go. So let's go.
I'm Cash, I'm a principal at Sweater, and here is why we invested in Go. Go is a tech-enabled car subscription company offering the cheapest, fastest, and easiest alternative to car ownership. Go's model and technology provides a superior and cheaper experience by having lower overhead, no sales commissions, and new vehicles sourced from high-volume fleet purchases. We love our investment in Go because their value to consumers is obvious and compelling. They have dialed in their customer acquisition strategy, and they have the chance to scale into a massive market. At Go, customers say things like, buying or leasing a new car has always been terrible, but this is amazing. Go vehicles cost 20 to 30% less per month than the alternatives, all without haggling with the car salesman or making a down payment. New customers can get approved and order a new car in less than 5 minutes, with maintenance, registration, and roadside assistance always included. Michael, the founder, has leveraged his previous experience building an advertising agency to compete with traditional dealerships in finding customers looking for a new car. They have a perfect track record to date of finding new customers before additional vehicles even become available. Other than housing, cars are the second largest consumer category in the country, with new car finance totaling nearly $600 billion in the US alone. We believe Go's pricing is well positioned for consumers wanting an affordable car option in the event of a downturn, and as the market recovers, Go's painless process has also competed well when car demand is extra strong. We are incredibly happy to have Go in our portfolio. Check them out through our Sweater app and take their offering for a spin.
All right, so Go. Let's go look at Go. Now, I will tell you, as of right now, Go is not on Crunchbase or anywhere. So, I would say as Sweater investors, we're pretty early to the game. So they're getting it from fleets. They're getting it from companies that are buying a whole bunch of vehicles, and they're picking a couple off here and there. Now, I want to let you know the market we're looking at. We're actually going to be looking at Aventura, Florida, which is the largest Tesla market. Because we're going to look at a Tesla on this app. Hopefully it's still there. Come on. We're going to look at a Tesla in a Tesla market, which is the largest Tesla market outside of a Tesla or Tesla-related company. So the largest Tesla market is obviously Tesla's headquarters, is Hawthorne, where SpaceX is Boca Chica, where SpaceX is, and all those other ones. But we're going to look at Go in these. Actually, you know what? Let's watch their video first, and then we're going to go through the whole process. We're going to compare it to actually buying or leasing a Tesla, so we can get the prices, because talk is cheap, but actual comparisons are a lot less cheap. So let's watch their video, and then we're going to compare it to the price in Aventura, Florida, that you can get a Tesla for on a lease or purchase. This is Go's video. Well, maybe.
Welcome.
Baby, you give me ice and fire. You're giving me wind and rain. You're some kind of butterfly. Baby, you give me midnight. You whip up my appetite. Don't leave me here high and dry. Oh, well, I don't wanna jinx it, baby.
So interesting, in 8 cities right now, and we happen to be between 2 of them that are being serviced. So we're going to hit select a vehicle. 33180, which is the Aventura, Florida zip code. Not my zip code exactly, but close enough. And I knew this would be competitive, because you'll notice that we've got savings. And look what the savings is on the Tesla. They advertise that 20 to 30% savings, sometimes more. The most in-demand cars right now are these electric cars. I mean, I guess you've got the Chevy Bolt. But let's compare a Tesla, which they literally, hey, at least they're honest enough to say there's no savings leasing a Tesla. So we've got this Tesla, which is the long-range Tesla, long-range Model Y, all-wheel drive. Says it's going to be available 1/4, so next week, about a week away. It does not seem like it has full self-driving or anything like that. And hey, look, they're not even lying. Here you are looking at $961.93 a month. But let's work with that $899 number. What we're gonna do is we're not gonna go to Care by Volvo. We're gonna Tesla.com. They're saying there's no savings here because there's too high demand for that car, which me as a Tesla shareholder kind of like that. But let's see, custom order. Model Y, long range, 58. That's potential savings. 65, 690, and they are 66,115. Let's just see what their early C delivery options for December 2022 to March 2023. What did I want to see? I wanted to see what we would be. What would our cost be per month? Feature details. No. It's not giving me a lease option. Continue the payment. Here we go. Okay. So this is what we wanted to see. Lease option. So, believe it or not, it's actually cheaper per month, but there's a down payment here. So you kind of have to work that out. What you got to do. Let's do it together. So, we're going to take that calculator. Okay. So we're going to take that 45,000 or 4,500 plus let's add another. I want to show you what we're looking at. You see the Tesla numbers there, just to actually compare here. So we're going to take that 4,500. Let's add another 1,000 for registration over 3 years and stuff like that. Again, it's got the 36 months with the miles and everything, 10,000 miles a year. So that's all the same. So we're going to take by 36. Well, hold up. Yeah. 4,500 plus 1,000 plus we'll say 500 for AAA roadside assistance. Divide that by 36. Comes to an extra 166 a month. So we're gonna take that 789. So 166 plus 789. 955, and that's before tax. So even though they're saying there's no savings, it actually seems like there is actually a saving, because after tax, well, they're 961. Before tax, they're at 899. Yeah, there is actually a savings here, and this seems to be the exact configuration: long range, all wheel drive. Now, if you were to buy from Tesla right now, meaning before the end of 2022, they'd give you a $7,500 credit if you were to buy something in stock. But I think that might be a little bit too late right now to get something in stock there. Let's just try buy now. Again, same zip code. Well, we've got a $68,000 one, but this will give you this will give you a $7,500 tax credit and some free supercharging. So if I were to look at the details right here on this one, again, this is a very rare case scenario, but I do want to show you. So if we wanted to lease right now, you could technically do it for $720 a month. But again, that's a unique scenario right now. They're not saying anything about the tax credit or anything on here, but I will tell you, based on a normal case scenario, looks pretty good. You know, you can get an insurance estimate, but the insurance is not actually our policy. They actually have an insurance policy, but unlike Care by Volvo, they don't include the insurance. Now, it's kind of a misnomer with electric vehicles. Maintenance, you don't really have that with electric vehicles, and I'm sure that doesn't include tires and stuff like that. But title and registration, yeah. Free delivery, you can get that with any of these online car applications because they don't have a physical location. Full factory warranty doesn't mean anything. Annual inspections, I mean, let's compare. Let's go. I want to take a step back because we were looking at Teslas, and yes, everybody wants a Tesla. But let's go ahead. Let's find, again, I want to stay in the electric space. Okay, Chevy Volt EUV. Manufacturer suggested retail price at $27,200. Let's say we want 1,000 miles per month. They're saying the estimated vehicle payment is $526. And they're saying that you're saving 27% compared to $699 in your market. So let's go 2023 Chevy Bolt. And let's just build and buy, because we're dealing with fleet. So let's just see what this is going to cost. Aventura, Florida. And we've got the 1LT. LT. Front wheel drive. Looks to be the same thing. So what we want to see is we want to see what the local price is for taking a lease here. So after cash price, lease. So we're going to say no down payment because that makes life a little bit more fun. $513 a month. Now, that does not include your maintenance and your registration and everything like that, but $513 compared to $526 on the Go site, and Go also includes your maintenance, everything like that. Also of note, with Go, you can turn in your car before the 3 years are up to switch cars for a service fee of $999. I think one of the great things is, Go says, too good to be true. What's the catch? Or no brick and mortar, easy application. Very simple overall is the logic of what's going on there. Now, wear and tear. Something I was kind of wondering. Oh, legal. Wear. Normal wear can include a few small door dings. So this is when you turn your car back in. Mileage, tires, wheels, minor scratches, excess scratches, detailed information. No evidence of smoking. You can't smoke. Pet hair, dandered, are considered excess wear and covered to an additional trade-in fee. So there are some limitations here, but overall, GPS disclosure. So they keep track of their vehicles. So this is where it's a little bit different. They said, what's the catch? There are some interesting catches. When they do pull your credit report, they're doing what is called a soft credit check, not a hard credit check. So it's not going to ding your credit until you go ahead and you actually sign up for the loan, because again, it is actually a loan. So it's actually kind of cool. It's a way. Again, if you do some research, let's just see if we can find what predated it. And yes, I think this was the first in the industry. It was Care by Volvo. And if you're looking at them, you're like, okay, how I know about this is because I was initially interested in Care by Volvo. It came out about 4 years ago. Not sure exactly how old Go is, but I don't think it's... I might have been the ideation stage 4 years ago, but if you look, compared to leasing, compared to buying... but this was the original, was Care by Volvo, just to give you an idea compared to what Go's offering.
Raindrops and roses and whiskers on kitten. Bright cotton blanket of my face and Christmas.
All right. Doesn't seem like there was much actual content in that Volvo ad. That's why I was like, no. But that's the idea. It is a tradition. It is a difference from a traditional car leasing or buying experience. I like it. It seems like a lot less of a pain in the ass. Sorry, cursing 20 minutes into the video. Seems like a lot less of a pain in the ass than dealing with a car dealer. I like it. Remember, you can swap cars at any time in your term with 30 days notice and a $999 fee. So if you decide you're having kids a year in and you need a minivan, you can swap to a minivan from a sports car. Really unique, really different, and works with all of the car brands out there. Like we could see, if I hit select a vehicle, you'll see I've got a whole bunch of different car brands here at a pretty respectable savings over the normal price. This is Richard from No Pants Profits with Drive Go, the newest investment from Sweater Ventures, reminding you that when you wear no pants, there's only one thing you got left to lose. You know what that is? That's your shirt. Have a great one. Got any questions? Leave them in the link below. Bye!